First of all, you know, say them draw a curfew from Sunday to when Tuesday evening, and it's extend from Cane River to Bob Marley Beach, and from Bob Marley Beach it go down a little more. But here now, I never hear about no uproar we are going out there. I know you about no uproar for them call a curfew. It kind of leave people and leave me for wonder what is the matter with these people. Is this an intimidation? Because Rastafari is supposed to have a gathering out there to celebrate the 2nd of November, and which was yesterday, which is the main day, but the celebration is supposed to start the 1st, which was Tuesday it start, and it going to end this evening. And the man them choose to call a curfew that end the curfew at Bob Marley Beach. And I don't hear about nothing going out there. I don't understand that. So that's why I say we think certain things, you know. We think certain things, I will come to a conclusion about certain things. Sometimes it's not really far-fetched. Far-fetched because I don't know how you're going to call a curfew in that area. And I tell you, say no, you know, you're going to call this curfew Sunday, Monday, Tuesday evening. And we don't know, say, an event are going to keep out there. We're now going to create no complication because these things have been keeping out there for a long time. Rastafari gather. Yeah, you're not, you know, you're not when Rastafari gather. More than drummer beat and, you know, Rastafari and all these things. So I don't understand it, why them really decide to them going to do that. Anyway, the celebration did go on, and we have now been told that the family that occupied the beach at the Blondie, so where that struggle feet, Carmela tell me say, and the lawyer say, they got a title. The title is now saying that the land is theirs. That's so wonderful, man. That's so wonderful. We're glad for you when God tell you that. Who represent them, the liar represent them, say, yeah. So that is really wonderful. So the next problem now is the access to the beach. When these people come and say they're going to build this and lock off this because the land up at the top, the land from the road to the Bob Marley sign, the Bob Marley Beach sign, is a private ownership. And him have all the right and authority to lock him land that nobody no pass through there. But the law, I can't tell you here, the law also state that if someone or a group of people have been using a passageway, a walkway, for years, decades, there's something that can protect them from saying that them can't use that walkway again, even though it's an ownership thing, because the owner is in cahoots with the people them who are going to build this hotel business, you know. And I don't know how these people so far-sighted. When I say far-sighted, all them so near-sighted, because they would have far-right, they would have able can see certain things, but one would have thought that the people them who's going to develop this beach into a resort hotel would recognize, well, first of all, them recognize the name Bob Marley. Them recognize the name Bob Marley, so they wouldn't want to change the name of the beach because it would really, them can't tell the guests them say, and the beach around there is the name Bob Marley Beach. One of the things say, because of the cultural importance of Rastafari in this time, and given that we know say a whole heap of people come down here just to experience Rastafari, I would have think say, why these people that recognize say, all right, here we're going to do. We're going to really help the family set up a proper thing. Like when I say proper thing, we mean like the shed them, make it more weatherproof, you know, have a nice kitchen and all these things around there for them. But keep it like bamboo style and wood style and all them way there, you know, as old Rastafari would have it. And have a thing where them, the brethren and sisters them can sell them craft work, them Rastafari paraphernalia and all these things. And then just have that going on there. Meanwhile, you have the hotel there rather than try to get rid of the people them. Them can be an asset to your hotel. Whosoever it is, it can be an asset to your hotel. The ones them who's living on the beach, when now it's said that them now is legitimately on the beach, because even like them there so long, maybe 50 or 60 odd years, them can be an asset to that company. Yes, them can be an asset. So I don't know if them want to think about it or anybody I hear my suggestion, you know. Because I suggest something to make the thing get away and proper. You know, see, that everybody don't go away as a loser. Because a man can come now and say my black part, you know, and there's another problem that. There's another problem that. You understand? So, work with one, work with me. Just work with me, whosoever. Work with me, man. You know, see, where I say, it's a valuable situation, can work out of that. Everybody can be profitable out of it. So, I just that me I say. But meanwhile,
so the Labour Party makes another commitment to you. Unlike the PMP, who say nothing can be done about crime, the Labour Party don't share that. We believe that there is a lot that we can do to solve crime in this country. There is a lot that we can do to bring down murders in this country. There is a lot that we can do to make you safer in your house and in public spaces.
That was said before COVID. That was said before COVID. Really? Really? Listen to that speech. So confident and so brilliant. But the reality is terrible. So I wonder what kind of mistake they make now when they put in the GLP. Is it that the two of them is the same thing? Because here's he warning you against something now that him is in power and things get red out there. This is the stepping razor. Okay. I don't know if any of my listeners them have follow up, yeah? Yeah, anybody have follow up, yeah, who are listening to me out there, yeah, is the new name for Kanye West. Kanye West is a black African-American artist who has made billions. As a matter of fact, I heard him on the interview saying that him is the richest black man since Mansa Musa. For those of you who don't know who is Mansa Musa, you have to go up on your phone and go Google Mansa Musa, you know, M-A-N-S-M-U-S-I, Mansa Musa. Yeah, M-U-S-A. Mansa Musa was said to be the richest black man, richest man ever. Well, Kanye West say now, which is Ye Makar himself, say, him is the richest black man since Mansa Musa. And not only that, him say, him former wife, Kim Kardashian, is the most influential woman on earth. Him say him wife, former wife, is most, Kim Kardashian is the most influential woman on earth. And I don't know if I want to tell him, say not no go so, you know, because Kim Kardashian has given to the world a different employee and employment situation where all you have to do is just stay your yard. And them call it social media influencer. Influencer. That them call it, you know, social media influencer. Meaning, say now, you don't have to have no skill, just like she. You can't just dress up a certain way, which is that Mr. Wolper once I do. I remember one of my dearly beloved sister in them from Ira there. Every time she come in as the show, I used to say, wow, I'm Kim Kardashian. Because she makes sure say when Charlie fired, she actually look like Kim Kardashian. And a whole heap of woman now take them style, the big bottom and the all sort of thing where you say a whole heap of woman are going with now. Plus the idea of not working. When I say working, I mean having a trade or whatsoever them call it. Them sit at home and say certain things on internet, do certain things, and them now call social media influencers. It means they are very influencing. They are influencing how we view ourselves. Just like how Kim Kardashian influenced them and say how them view themselves through the eyes of Kim Kardashian, which is really a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. Because a whole heap of woman now, Kim Kardashian is them hero. That is why this brother, he must say, him former wife is the most influential woman in the earth, upon earth, and him is the richest black man who ever lived. And him get himself, something that I go through where him say, but here now, I want to recommend an interview where him do to the ones them who are listening to me, because it's a very revealing interview in relationship to what him say about the Jews. And believe it or not, I kind of see what him say, but period mark and I show him say him shouldn't say Jews, him should have just say the executive people them, but him have to make it clear why him say the Jews. No, him apologize really, but him still explain himself. And I don't have no problem with him explanation. Other that everybody does hear say him it out against Jews. So them are going to draw this, draw that. As usual, black man, he might come out, he might jump out time place. He can't do that. He must be like Oprah Winfrey or one of them other people them who just is loved by everybody, but him refuse to be loved by everybody. We're not going to agree with everything where him do, because him do some weird thing like him kind of schizophrenic. So, just go on your YouTube and just go for the interview where I call him, look, where Kanye West did with Piers Morgan. And it's long, it's 2 hours, and you have to really watch the whole night. Because I sit down there, I start watching it and feel so I never stop, but I watch the whole night because I really want to know where this brother and other brother are head. Really. But I really want to find out where I'm head. And it's really weird that we have to concentrate on how the youth them are behave now when we hear everybody else say the youth is the future. Why if the youth them are the future and at this them are going with now? I don't know what kind of future it's going to be, boy. May I tell you? I know say I now go around here for see when the youth them become the future and the present for really see what is going to happen, because it's not lovely. It's not lovely. Yeah, they must say 15 to 16-year-old, 17-year-old youth, Gun is a thing, Women don't tell them already, Say, you can't get gun quicker than ganja, and they'll never believe what I say. Never believe what I say at all. Now the youth, them a carry gun go to school. Them, nowadays, we never even know how to get a gun. Believe. The younger people, them used to say with gun, a police, soldier, and sometime some uptown man we live uptown, we used to have them gun, but it's not something where we did familiar with. When we play cowboy or Indian and all them way there. And some little car shotgun we use and them way there with pellets and thing, but it get away. It get away in Jamaica, it get away. And everybody knows it get away. I don't know if the government know though. The government don't know say it get away, but I tell the government say it get away. Because if them can't have how much picnic, over a dozen picnic are dead in a hospital, and the public don't know that. Not even June, July, August, September, October, November. 4 months. From 4 months ago it happened. And the Minister of Health did not even tell him good friend, Baby Trump. Never ever tell him. I know him a find all sort of argument for you. What kind of argument you can give? I mean, not hear nothing about the parents them who lose them children there. One to the 12 parents, the 12 mother and the 12 father them who lose them people there. I hope them get lie and do something about it, you know, because it's terrible. You know, really, how can make on pick them dead this way and just gone down from him out just so that I just hit? Eh? When it's the government responsibility to deal with them in the hospital properly. Why is it that Jamaican people who no really have no whole heap of money and all them something there and no own no land have to end up in a them kind of level, you know, where them can't get some kind of I mean, where's the parents? Me I call upon the parents them of those children who dead in the hospital there, you know. You get up on yourself, you know, and do something about it, you know. Because some of them man when they don't know how it feels to lose a picnic, you know. Because some of them don't have no picnic either. But I can't get no picnic. You know, see, especially like how them are most of them are man. It's hurtful, man. It's hurtful. This man I come tell us why right now, they might get people from foreign to come assess the damage and all them something there in the hospital. Eh? This is one supposed to be one of the finest hospitals in the Caribbean. Supposed to be one of the finest hospitals in the Caribbean. And now we have to struggle now to find, say, what a terrible thing happening in a Jamaican hospital. You know, see, and there will be nothing. This brother going to talk about the next thing and talk about next thing, and then now forget about the one here. You know, see, there's nothing going to happen. Him not going to get nothing not going to happen. Because I'm going to just explain out himself. And birds of a feather flock together, so will pigs and swines. You know, see, they're going to just come now and just brush that off now and say, well, 12 people dead, it did happen already in a PNP government. I saw them talk, you know. It did happen already in a PNP government. Therefore, it don't really come like a big thing. Because in a the good PNP government, are more people dead. And him, the Minister of Health, the Minister of COVID and other natural disasters, couldn't do something. Because maybe if him did act, I don't think that the whole of them dead in a one day. I don't see 12 people dead in a one day, so almost over a period of time. And him did know. And the Jamaican people, them just make this go so. And the parents especially are going to make the thing go so rasta. Nobody's going to stand and say, well, we apologize for this thing and this and that. I wonder if him apologize. I don't even apologize from him neither. What father? That's all here by the road. What father? What daddy, what you can do for me? And when you ask them, so what you do for yourself? No answer, because really and truly, all the system set up here, so now, believe you me, the opportunities them, you have to know somebody. Yeah, you have to actually know somebody if you go through. And especially if you live in a certain area, which, remember, Etana did have our first bigot with the address where you're there. You can't go tell the boss you live at a certain address because right away, even if you qualify for the job, you're going to not get it. And the thing is that a whole heap of ones in a town here, you know, them parents, their country, them grandmother, their country, who have some land where them, me see a woman that they are 80 years old, you know, 80 years old, and she plant sweet potato, you know. She make up the potato hill, them and plant sweet potato. Now, only if a youth now go on and do that now because them want to be something like a social influence people with them social media arguments and talking and clippings and all them something there. It's very hard and difficult now to get a youth to say, boy, right now, go farm. Unless you have a kind of Rasta mind. Yeah, a whole heap of youth will have Rasta mind. Him now go see it as an insult. When you tell him, say, boy, I go put your hand in the dirt, you know. Not to mention some of them sisters, you know, you can't go tell them to put them hand in the dirt. Because first of all, them I think about them fingernail, or them, sorry, not them fingernail. Them fingernail where them buy. Them no want to do that. You put your hand in the dirt, you mad. Them don't even want them foot bottom touch the dirt, much less. And these are what you call the young people of today, who will be the future of tomorrow. Where we're heading to with this future of tomorrow argument. What happened to today? Why the future can't be now? Why the future can't be now? Why we have to go wait till tomorrow for really put that out there as a thing? Very, 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 very serious problem we find ourselves in now. Very serious problem. And we have to go fix it. We the people have to fix it. Yes, because these people don't look like them know what to fix. All them are show you is bright light and, you know, make you live in some little fantasy. Fantasy. Not to mention the people them who stuck on them iPad and iPhone and all them something there, where they might get them influence from what is happening in America, especially. You remember we play the TikTok thing where I tell you, say, the algorithms where we have your saw, because it's China people create TikTok. China people create TikTok. And right now, that is the most popular thing now, around the place. Where you say one thing, you take 5 minutes to say something, and somebody does clip 2 minutes out right, put it on TikTok, and really, you lose the essence. Or the people who watch it lose the essence of what was said. Because they never put the whole 5 minutes, they just put like a 2-minute clip where sound like jokeify. It's so these social media influencers do, it's not them do. Clip it out and put it on it. And get how much likes and dislikes and all them something. It's a terrible thing. We find ourselves in a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. Hear that? Them are talk about self-sufficiency in wheat in Zimbabwe. We have to rely upon them to make we dumpling. And we say it again, I'm not stop saying it. Jamaican consume enough rice. I'm going to sound like a scratch record with this. Jamaica consumed enough rice. Poor people love rice and whatsoever them eat it with. And Jamaica have land we can plant rice. Westmoreland used to have enough rice. Westmoreland. Cane land can flood out and plant rice. Because it don't make sense to go plant cane, you know. Cane a joke business enough to go plant cane. You can't flood out cane land, you can't irrigate the cane land and make it become a rice bed. We hear, and I keep referring to it, Bobby Montague. One time, he hear me talk about this rice thing, and him call the program. When we done hire him, call the program and start to talk about what the government will be doing to really facilitate the local production of rice. Him said that, and that before what? That about how much, 2, 3, maybe 5 years ago, him said that. I don't remember if he was the Minister of Agriculture at the time when him said it, but years ago him said that. And we don't see nothing done so far in the production of rice in Jamaica to alleviate the importation of rice from Guyana and all the other places where them get rice from. Jamaican rice is as good as any rice where you can import. As a matter of fact, Jamaica, remember we also have red rice. Red rice, you used to get it from Portland. We left Kingston and take bus and go to Portland for all 2 bags and throw it on bus and drive come back to town with it. Rice is a mainstay of Jamaica's food consumption. And we not produce that, but we are depend on now wheat to come from Ukraine and wheat to come from here. So when we still don't even know, so we can't make dumpling without wheat. We don't even know that because we grew up in a one way. One way we grew up on. You know, see, we need some other ways to do things that when them things happen, we not fall short and not go like we are mad people them. Just like how we have tourism, COVID leak out tourism and everybody ball. You can't depend on tourism to develop country. It's madness. You cannot depend on tourism to develop your country. Because if hurricane come, earthquake come, and just like how now we have a sort of whole heap of things are going on in the atmosphere here so now. Plus, if a civil war broke out, or a disease broke out like the other day, you're not going to have no tourists to come here. So how you going to man? You're going to sit down and ball and hold your hand and say, boy, right now what we are going to do? When there's so much things we can do to benefit Jamaican people, we can put things in place where we can feed, for instance, even the rice thing. And where we don't use, we ship it away. Just like how them are talking about in Zimbabwe, so now. You know, see, the excess is where them really are going to send away. We don't have an excess, have nothing to send away. We keep applying things for export. It's madness. We see something happen in the school there. And most of the argument we hear is coming from people who is embedded in this Christian belief. Most of the argument for the cause of it, the cause, really, should I say. Most argument is based up off of some Christian belief that some devil or some blood of Jesus are run rampant amongst the little picnic them that cause them to behave like that. But this is something that happened not once, not twice, but a whole heap of places. A whole heap of places it happened. And if you start to give credence to these arguments about devil in the picnic them and them today, it's going to get worse because it have something to do with some brain. It have them brain wired a certain way. So when you suggest certain things and you keep suggesting it, especially if them some of them don't have no lunch and no breakfast and them stress out. Because all the time is stress cause them hysteria there, you know. Yeah, especially mass hysteria, it's stress and things where them can't cope with, especially the woman them. Because I say last week, the only people them may ever see getting a spirit is woman. In all different levels, the only spirit. Even in a stage show. Even in a stage show, you have mass hysteria. When an artist, you know, when a big artist with thousands of people there in a festival, like all Michael Jackson and all them people, when them come out on stage, you see how the woman them go on, them take off all them brazier and them pants and throw up on the stage, and them do all sort of thing and start to bite up themselves and get crazy. So some of them all faint and them have to go for ambulance and take them up off of the ground and all them something there. Mass hysteria. Mass hysteria is something where right now the way the thing are going now, with all the lockdown where it take place in a COVID, yeah, and everybody now start to mingle with everybody again, we have to figure out this mental illness. Mental illness. When I tell you nothing about the people them have got the devil in them and all them something, and it's exercise, the teacher exercise the student them and try to get out the devil out of them and make them confess to them sin and things. It don't have nothing to do with that. It have something to do with what is it that is enabling them to behave like that in a school. And if the teacher bring out something in them and them themselves start to internalize it something, it don't have nothing to do with devil. And anywhere you go now, people are asking me, people are saying, Muta, you know, say, the devil take over. Imagine a body will look at me and say, Muta, You know, so the devil take over the picnic them up at Oberlin High School. I say, which devil? Devil take over which picnic? So the devil not take over the mad guy we are going to prison and shoot up people. Is that sickness? Is that sickness? And we can say, when you get in a certain situation and condition, there's no way you can come out right, you know. Because the other people, them around you don't even understand is where I go on. You know, see it? Them want to come with some little thing about in the name of this and in the name of that. Depart from this and depart from that. It don't have nothing to do with that. It don't have nothing to do with that. It's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. And we have to really get, the first thing I did say, you know, them need to carry some psychologists go up at the school. Them need to carry psychologists go up at the school. Not bishops and parsons and reverend. Them don't need to go up there. Especially them one day when some little jump up church. Little jump up church people, them more illiterate than anybody else. Them not have no, everything will happen, them I say, boy, the blood of this and the blood of that. And it hurt me. It hurt me because the youth, them need more than that argument to solve the problem, because it will happen again. And it might happen in the next school too. And the next school. Because right now, the schools are under pressure. Because the youth, them get locked down 2 years. And you can see the criminal activities amongst the youth, them now, with the whole heap of fighting and tearing off of clothes and stabbing and all them something there. It's because of the lockdown and the trigger something in them head. It's mental thing, it's a mental thing. And the only way you can really go into the mental of that situation is to get psychologists who is well trained to go amongst the youth them, not a little person from government. Some of the government people them who go to church every Sunday and everything happen, them I tell you, say just trust in the Lord and trust in this and trust in that. It don't have nothing to do with that. You have to have trained people who can evaluate what is happening in the school, which part of the people them live, when them come to school, did them eat them breakfast and all them something there, and what is happening in the school, them surroundings and all that is where you have to find out. Instead of tell people about the devil take over the people them. Meanwhile, you talk about the devil take over the people them still have the problem. Them still have the problem. And we want to ask, if the, well, when I put it on by the government, you know, the people them come from a home have the same mentality like the preacher when them go to church, go listen to every Sunday. So them can't get into the argument. I mean, I tell you, no parents, if you see say this thing is happening again in our school, and even now, find a person who is well qualified as psychologist to really assist in what is happening in the child's head that is causing this hysteric, sure, see, you know, this whole heap of madness where them claim say is some biblical craziness where them having at them head. So, but as I said that, when I come back to this subject again.
The informative information presented in this video is motivational and is positively aimed at inspiring, educating and entertaining the viewers with the cutting edge of critical reasoning. If you enjoy the contents on the Black Radar YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to show your support.